More knives. Starting with my most recent acquisitions. Today, I went to a Kenpo class with my wife. We went together. And on the way back, we ran some errands, and we also stopped at an Army Navy surplus store. I just nipped in there and I saw knives. You see the canoe? Oh man, the name of the maker escapes me. Dean something, canoe brand. A masterpiece. Straight as an arrow. Very thin and slicey. It's got this wonderful kind of Spanish notch thing going on here, which gives you a good grip on there if you want to choke up. Something an observation I'm making maybe about the older knives is that they can be very good ergonomically, even when it's not very ornate. You know, something like this kind of coffin handle works very well for the hand. But they weren't necessarily afraid to put some sharp edges on there, which actually give you a bit of grip. And they let you know that you're using a sharp thing. Right? So that's interesting to me. So let me do a little cutting demonstration with this as it came to me. Haven't done anything. This is oak. Yeah. Compare that to how this Mora whittling knife cuts. This cuts more, but who knows how much this could cut when it's sharpened. And I see this as very much a meat processing knife, very slicey. And it's based on an old trade knife. I like the way he set these pins, you know, by eye, a little off. They're a little skew-iffy, but that's cool. And this grain here is awesome. Haven't oiled it or anything. It's dry as a bone, and look at that. It looks good in the camera. Better than my dirty fingers. Anyway, so that and this. He had this. I believe I saw the Rough Rider hatchet slip joint, and I thought that that was an absurdity. And why would you even have something in your collection that was so eminently unusable? But I saw it and I handled it and I saw the etching and I couldn't resist. And you know what? I actually grabbed this just to say, well, hey, what does it do, you know? I'm having so much fun that I should probably stop doing this. It didn't have any wobble before, and it doesn't have any now. Jam up, jelly tight, to coin a phrase. pretty stiff pull on that guy. And I quite like the way they did the bevels on this, actually. Nice and steep. Absolutely cuts. It cuts, it cuts. So I rate this legit pocket hatchet knife. Definitely going to be doing some more testing and exploration with that coming up. Now, for my birthday, I ordered some stuff. One of the things I got myself was an OG Sodbuster, because according to my amateur research, the first knife to look like this and bear the name Sodbuster came from Karl Schleber, Germany. So this is new old stock, and I cannot tell you the vintage, but the company went defunct in, when was it? 80s, 90s? So it's not new, and I saw packaging on eBay where I got this for knives that the packaging was clearly more modern. So I'm figuring maybe this could be, maybe 70s, maybe. So find yourself a new old stock case Sodbuster from the 70s with the packaging, with everything, with wooden scales, which I believe are ironwood. I might have to double check that. I mean, it almost looks like ebony to me or something, but I'll look into that. Now, yeah, so my point being, I think that you would be paying very significantly less for this knife than for the equivalent case. And what is there between them? Well, case was made in the USA, and this was made in Germany. Fit and finish wise, you might consider yourself lucky to get a case like that. But very notably to me, the grind. Flat as a pancake. Not a hollow grind, as on the case Sodbuster. So this one for me is the prize. And I have some thoughts about that as well for a later stage. Now, this actually came as a gift with this. So in the box from the eBay vendor, they were both wrapped in bubble wrap, and this had a sticker on it saying knife, and this had a sticker on it saying gift. Oh la la. Well, it's a perfectly serviceable nylon marbles pouch. Now, unfortunately, or perhaps fortunately, that doesn't go in all the way. But you take a knife and cut a slit there, and it goes in, and you can use it. Melt it with your torch lighter. But I might keep it as is, or I may have to modify it to fit this, since they arrived on the same day. Now, possibly the main event, in terms of drama, anyway, I got these Leuku blades. Yes, I was so happy about my wood jewel lap knife that I went ahead and I bought 2 Leoku blades. I'm getting a hold of all kinds of blades for rehandling projects. Here's another one that I got picked out a while back. So I think I'd like to do a stacked leather handle on this. And I think I'd like to make a video about stacked leather handle knives. Let me show you a couple right now. Just a little taster. An Estwing and a Schrade. And this is what I mean about the sharp edges, beg your pardon. You know, just leave that sticking up there. Well, gives you traction. Anyway, these things are cool. I particularly like this Estwing. But as I say, I have some more stacked leather handle knives. What is it? I'm not even going to tell you. For a later stage. Now, behold. Oh yeah, well I also got this. We'll come back to that. Yeah. Especially this one I saw. I also showed them to my wife and asked her which one she likes better. She said the smaller one. And yeah, we both have the more expensive taste. This is a Rosselli. And this is what's it called? Laurin Metal, I think. So yeah, very excited until I started squinting down them. Yeah, the yellow is not going to show, is it? Because, oh, maybe if I'm smart and I apply more lighting, correct angle, I can make a point. It's rather bent. Well, you just take my point, yeah? It's rather more bent than I am comfortable with. Now, of course, you kind of can straighten the edge up somewhat on it, but as you progress backwards, you're dealing with that. Yep. And I'm not happy about that, actually, really, for $100 plus, especially considering that this one was the budget option, and it is, I can't really do that, but it's also got a little bit of a wave in it. But it kind of kicks out and back in again. So, well, they both do, but this is a little thing here and then kind of straightens out. So the edge is really pretty straight on that one. So yeah, okay, not bad. So first I thought, well, maybe I should send this one back. Then I thought, well, maybe I should send them both back. But if I send them back, do they have a straighter one? I don't suppose there would be a problem with me just sending them back and saying, look, give me a refund, send me something else. Or... Oh man, they're here now, and they look good. And listen to this. get it to balance. Yeah. Sounds good. Looks good. Just a bit bent. And yeah, I was thinking, you know, to potentially handle these for sale. So how can I comfortably sell a knife with a blade on it that is wonky? And I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't want to have a knife with a blade that was that wonky, that then costs, well, what, probably $200, right? If this alone is over 100, and then you got to put some work in it to justify the blade. You have to make a nice handle and sheath and so forth. Hey, man, so possibilities: grind them thin and grind them straight. Yeah, make them thinner, shorter. Well, this is very meaty, so it could support that. You would be drastically changing the knife, and it would be a lot of work because this is already heat treated, and you would be removing this nice finish and carbide hammer. I've spent a fair bit of time whacking things with the carbide hammer, and I'm not very good at actually getting them straight. I'm bashing them up, and you know, depending on the medium, I can use it to somewhat good effect. But you know, hitting this brand new thing with a carbide hammer, and then you end up with either pock marks, or you got to then grind them out. So I don't know what to do about that, but maybe someone has some thoughts. What would you do? You know, would you send them back, keep them and mod them, try and hold on to them and get them to send you something else? And because I was very pleased with this fun little project of making one of these Mura 120s, wherein I used clamshell construction on a piece of, I'm sure that's maple, and some buffalo horn for a collar. Very simple. So I thought, well, maybe I'll just make another one. Might be able to shift one. So let's see whether this is straight, shall we? Oh, check it out. Oh yeah, no, I didn't get the same one. I got a different one. So this, what is this? This is the 120. So what's the other one? I had the packaging here for ages, but I think I might have finally binned it. Well, whatever this is. This might be the 121, I think, maybe, or something. 123. Ooh. Mura over really anything. Thanks for watching.